Benvenuto, welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to make two versions of a sauce for hot dogs or for whatever you may want to use it for. We're going to make a traditional chili sauce, which is absolutely delicious on a hot dog or a hamburger or on French fries. And we're going to make my version of a sauce from a little hot dog stand in Leicester, Massachusetts called Hot Dog Annie's. Now this is a place I have gone to at least once in my life since I can remember. It typically was after we went to the apple orchard in Brookfield, Massachusetts. Again, we did that every year at least once when I was a kid, and we would always stop and get hot dogs at Hot Dog Annie's, which my mother also went to when she started to go to when she was a teenager. And Wade and I have continued that tradition at least once a year, maybe even twice for the last 30 some odd years, with the exception of 2020 because of COVID. But we're going to do this in two videos, one video for the chili sauce and one video for the copycat Hot Dog Annie's barbecue sauce. Don't get the two confused, because Hot Dog Annie's is not a chili sauce, it's a barbecue sauce. Wade will cut it into two videos. We'll use the same introduction, but he'll cut it into two videos, depending upon which one you want to watch. Hopefully you'll watch both of them and make both of them. But okay, so we're going to quickly go through the ingredients for our chili hot dog sauce. And that is, first thing we need is a pound of ground beef. Between a pound and a half. You could do a pound and a half and still keep the rest of the measurements for everything else. It'll still be delicious. I've got about a pound and a quarter, and I use 85/15. All right, and then kind of for our chili base, or the powder of it, we need some garlic powder, onion powder. What do we got? Chili powder there. We got paprika. Now this is optional. If you want to give it a little bit of heat, you can, put maybe quarter of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, depending on how you want, as red chili flakes, or you could use some hot sauce. We're not going to do that because we don't like it on the spicy side, so we'll put that over there. Then you need some Worcestershire sauce. You need some salt and pepper and a little bit of tomato paste, and we need water and about a half a cup of onion. This happens to be a Vidalia. You can use whatever onion you like, but we do want this to be somewhat finely chopped. So I'm going to just cut these into thin wedges, if it wants to cooperate. And then I'm just going to cut those just really fine. You don't want big chunks of onions in this. This is going to cook for a little while, so those onions will break down as well. So just small dice. And then you can gather it together and cut down any big pieces. So you want about a half a cup of this. All right, so I won't make you guys watch me chop up the other half. I just wanted to give you the idea. So small dice. Okay, all right. We are gonna cut for a bit and put the rest of this stuff away, and we'll get this chili sauce in the pan. See you in a bit. Okay, I've got my half cup of finely diced onions. I've got all of my seasoning for the sauce already measured out. Of course, those will be in the recipe, but we don't need that for a bit. I'll put that over there. All right, so then we're going to start this is now, right now, my pan is under no heat. Okay, we're going to drop our hamburger in there. I start to break it up a little bit. Ultimately, we want this in very small pieces. We don't want it to be chunks. And that will, as it cooks, it will, of course, start to do that on its own. But if we help it out a little bit. All right, so now I can't tell you the exact amount of water you're going to need, because it's going to depend upon what size pot you use. So I'm using a saute pan. If you're using a saucepan that's got higher size, of course, the amount of water will be a little bit different. But the important part is you want to cover it with water. Now I know that sounds really strange. How often do you ever just cover ground beef with water? But we want to get it covered. And for this pan, that took just about 5.5 cups. All right, then we want to turn our heat source on, and we'll turn it up to medium at least. All right, and as that comes to a boil, we're going to continue to just kind of break up the meat a little bit. All right, and that's probably going to take about a half hour or so, maybe not even that much, but I'm not going to start it off on a high boil because, or at a high heat. You could if you want, but I think it comes out better and the meat is a little bit more tender if you do it this way. You bring it to, we're going to bring it to a boil on a medium high heat and then turn it down to a simmer. All right, so that for now, that's really all we have to do for that is let it come up to a soft boil, to the simmer stage, and you know, every once in a while go in and start to break up your meat a little bit. If you be careful, because it will do it gently, or else you're going to have your stovetop is going to be a mess. But we just want to keep breaking it up like that. All right, so we're actually going to go on to the next step. So this is our chili sauce, and we're also going to get our barbecue sauce on. They're going to be cooking at the same time, but we'll be switching back before them, and then Wade will do some editing and make it look good. Anyway, all right, we'll be back in a little bit. So we're going to put our chopped onions in there.
Recording.
Yep, all right, you can so just watch. All right. What?
No, I'm just gonna do it. I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right, yeah. All right, I just can't think where. All right, do I need the Worcestershire sauce in there? Beef, water, ketchup, onions, salt and pepper's already in there, garlic, Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon.
just gonna do 3, 2, 1 when you're ready.
Yep. Three, 2, 1. All right, everybody. So we're on our chili sauce. It's come to a boil. Every once in a while, I've come over and broken up my chunks of meat a bit. It smells really beefy. All right, so at this point, we're going to add our onions. We're going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. This one, there's no vegetarian alternative. Or a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce and all our spices. All right, now, the only thing we're not adding in at this point is we're not going to add in our tomato paste. We're going to let this, we're going to give this a stir. Get everything mixed up in there. And we're going to bring this back to a boil. And we're going to let that simmer and reduce for about 30 minutes. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you, we want this to come back to a hard boil, okay? So we've got a good boil going on there, and we're going to reduce our heat. And we're going to simmer this for about 30 minutes. And we've uncovered both of our recipes today, uncovered because we actually want some evaporation of the liquid to take place. So, all right, we're going to leave that at, you know, a pretty good high simmer, and we'll be back in about 30 minutes. All right, we have been simmering for 30 minutes. Every couple times every 5, 6, 7 minutes, I've come over, give it a little stir, kind of break down the meat a little bit more. It's evaporated some. All right, so the next step is we're going to put a, excuse me, we're going to put a couple tablespoons of tomato paste in. This will start to thicken it a little bit. Also give it that extra layer of flavor. And really, for the most part, this is done. We're just going to let this continue to simmer until it reaches our desired consistency. Now, this is still a little too loose, so we're going to let this probably go for another 15 minutes. And we'll come back and take a look at it. Of course, it really depends upon the consistency you want. But, you know, again, this is going to be a sauce, so you don't want it to immediately soak into your hot dog bun or hamburger bun, however you're using it. All right. We have been simmering away here for about 20 minutes on a high simmer. And there you have it. I think that's done. That's just at about the consistency I want it to be. And again, that can be, you know, that's up to you. Whether you want it thicker, you could continue to let it cook down, or if you want it a little bit thinner. But to me, that is perfect. All right? That's our chili sauce. Okay, and like magic, we're sitting down for dinner. Which one now? I don't think Wade has ever tried the hot dog Annie's one.
No,
He's relish, mustard, and onions always.
Yep.
We did, you know, I know he's tried the chili one because I just recently made that, and of course he loved it. So, but which one you want to go for first?
Go for the barbecue.
Okay. So we got nice toasted bun, and
That looks nice.
it does look.
The onions are like.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about those.
Translucent, and
Yeah. Came out
All
nice.
right. Oh. I won't say it's exactly like hot dog Annie's, but it's darn close.
Oh yeah. I would know.
It's sweet and tangy. It's delicious.
really good. Yeah.
I'm a bite. So that's the
That's good.
barbecue hot dog. Of course, got some chips.
Oh, so they're good.
I knew you'd like it. I was like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that.
I never said that. I just like it better with less mustard.
And now this big old chili dog.
Look at that.
Again, like I said, this makes a really good sloppy Joe. It makes a really good French fries or chili fries.
Now it's delicious. Good too.
It's amazing. They both taste totally different too.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys have had fun watching us do these two videos. Everybody send out a shout out to Wade for however he's going to put this all together. He's going to be editing all day tomorrow. But more importantly, I hope you make it and I hope you enjoy it with your family.
Please remember to like and subscribe. And check out cherryhillhomecooking.com, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.